On the phone with us is the #2 House Republican, the House Republican Whip Eric Cantor, a congressman from Virginia. Congressman, thanks for joining us tonight. And I'd just like to ask you a simple question. What is your definition of bipartisanship and the fact that there hasn't been so much, despite the president's rhetoric that he wanted some? How much is he to blame in your view, and how much are Republicans to blame?
Well, John, it's good to be with you. And, you know, I don't think now is or should be the time for blame or pointing fingers. Obviously, the country's got terrific challenges before it. You know, we've got, if you do the math, about 15 people a minute losing their job. So, you know, look, I think bipartisanship can work if there is a commitment on both sides, obviously, to try and work towards some solutions in these very difficult issue areas. You know, really, you know, I was with the president last week and told him that we want to work together. You know, we definitely feel that over the first 100 days, there was a seeming breakdown in the attempt to produce some type of cooperation across the aisle. But look, there's no question we need to both be open to trying to work together.
And I want to ask you, sir, while I have you on the phone, one, we're going to ask you to hang in for when we grade the president, because we want a reaction to that. We're going to ask that question down the line. But I also want to give you a chance. You just mentioned the first 100 days. In the second 100 days, you are the leader of a new effort to launch an effort to help the Republican Party improve its brand, because I know you would not argue the point that the brand is damaged right now. In 2006 and 2008, your party suffered. You want to start this new national conversation. You have some interesting people to help you out. Not only will House and Senate Republican leaders travel the country, but former Governor Jeb Bush of Florida are coming back to help you out. Presidential candidate last time, the former governor of Massachusetts, Mitt Romney. Bobby Jindal, the governor of Louisiana. John McCain, the 2008 candidate. Tell us briefly the point and the purpose of this new conversation.
Well, John, it's the National Council for New America is not so much a rebranding effort. It is an opportunity for those of us in office to engage in a conversation, a two-way conversation with the people of this country. There are certainly principles around which our party is based. They're principles of freedom and opportunity. And what we are expecting to see is a series of town halls and forums that will take place across communities in America so that we can listen to the American people. We can begin to lay out the solutions that Republicans have, listen to the American people about the challenges facing this country and those that they face in the community. You know, look, the president has got a tremendous pulpit from which to deliver his vision, and in my discussions with many of the party leaders around the country, it seemed the right time for us to begin a serious conversation with the American people about the future of this country.
I look forward to seeing you at the first meeting on Saturday and speaking to you about that. I ask you to stand by for when we grade the president if you can, sir. For now, back to Wolf Blitzer.